Now we have on Zoom Nathaniel and Wilby, please. Is Hayley with you at all?
No, as unfortunately Hayley couldn't make it, so it's going to be short and sweet, this one.
Yeah, Living Wage Movement, Aotearoa. Thank you. Go for your life.
Great. So we're really just here to give you a bit of a thumbs up because we know that the annual plan that you've looked at has a lot of concerns around inflation and really trying really hard to keep costs low. And we just want to make sure that you know how meaningful it is to us as a movement, the living wage movement, that workers are also experiencing this cost of living crisis, this inflation crisis. And for those workers at the council to know that they're secure, that they're going to continue to be paid enough to get by, is really important. So we just wanted to express gratitude to the council and to council staff for standing by those workers in this inflationary environment by paying them a living wage and also being a role model for other organizations. And just so you understand how meaningful this is and how much it means to the workers, both at council and across the city. I've also had with me one of our an employee at one of our living wage employers, will be with her, who's going to talk a little bit about his experience. So please, will be.
Kia ora koutou katoa, he ori ahau no tawhiti, ko Ngāti Paki ahau, ki te noho ahau ki te Addington, he kainaki mara o te Addington Farm, ko Wilby Lahur toku ingoa. Yeah, my name's Wilby and I am a market gardener and I work for a very small organisation called the Addington Farm. We have a huge focus on growing kai sovereignty and food resilience. We grow a lot of kai in a small amount of space. I want to mihi, firstly, the living wage movement. For a long time, I wasn't paid the living wage. And about mid last year, the organisation I work for made a commitment to paying me the living wage. And that was in a large part due to the mahi that Nathaniel and the living wage movement have done in Ōtautahi to show employers how important it is to look after the well-being of their employees. It has given me a lot of peace of mind during this current cost of living crisis. Every week I go to the supermarket, I see prices lifting, accommodation prices are lifting, and weekly budgets are tight. And when bills come through, I actually feel a huge peace of mind as I know that I am being paid the living wage. And it gives me so much security. I can sleep at night and I have a huge amount of peace knowing that this year I am going to get a pay rise. I'm going to be bumped up to $26 in the coming months. And that is a really direct reflection of the cost of living increases that we are facing in our community. It gives me so much reassurance that the employer I work for cares about my well-being. And so I want to also mihi you, the City Council, for continuing your commitment to pay your kaimahi the living wage, as you have no idea how much of an impact this will have all across Ōtautahi, with all the whānau and all the people who are impacted by that decision that you have made. So kia ora, over to you, Nathaniel.
Yeah, just thanks so much for listening. Really appreciate the work you're all doing. Great annual plan, and thank you. And if you have any questions, go for it. Otherwise, cheers.
Okay, thank you. There doesn't appear to be any questions, so thank you very much. Okay, so next we've got James from the Boat Safety at Naval Point.